Wheel-thrown pots are made by shaping the clay as it rotates on a flat horizontal disc, called a wheel head. Now, if you take a class today, you'll probably learn how to throw on an electric wheel, but potters have been throwing on the wheel since long before the invention of electricity. These manual wheels might be rotated by hand, but more commonly you might see a kick wheel, which is rotated by kicking a secondary wheel that's closer to the floor and that is attached to the wheel head and keeps it rotating. These wheels rely on the heavy weight of the wheel and momentum to keep the wheel spinning. A potter could kick the wheel at the same time as they're throwing, but I've noticed that most potters kick the wheel to get it up to speed and then throw on the momentum, pausing throwing to get the wheel back up to speed if needed. Wheel-thrown pots are characterized by being circularly symmetrical. Because you're forming the pot by working on the clay as it spins under your hands, you have to learn to work in a way that maintains balance and keeps that uniform shape. Otherwise, you'll probably lose control and end up making a fail video instead of a finished pot. But that symmetry is a characteristic, not a rule. A pot could be modified, say adding a handle to a mug, pulling a spout on a pitcher, or any other number of modifications. But now let me share the first of two secrets with you. And this one really isn't a secret because people are trying to keep it a secret. It's more like a mystery lost to time and changes in language. Who out there watching this video thought it was called wheel throwing because you had to throw the clay on the wheel head to start centering it and throwing on the wheel? I'm right there with you. In fact, I believed it so hard that I thought you weren't really a potter unless you threw that clay on the wheel and centered it from there. Now I'm older and wiser and I know that that's just not true. Throwing the clay down is really more of a party trick. It requires real skill, but it's completely unnecessary. You're still a real potter no matter how you get the clay to stick to the wheel. So what's the real reason it's called wheel throwing? Well, in Old English, throw meant something like to turn or spin. And so if we translated wheel throwing to more modern English, it would be something like wheel turning or wheel spinning. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? And now for the second secret.